Hi, Rhoda here with another conscious blessing for you. So, I want to tell you a little story. So, I was in the last 2 months of graduating with a degree in psychology. One day, I heard a little voice saying to me, "You were made for such a time as this. I want you to coach women and heal them and to tell them about me. I want you to tell them how much I love them, regardless of what they are going through." I was not sure I was hearing what I heard, and I was unsure of where it was coming from. I just thought it was another one of my harebrained ideas. As the days went on, people started coming up to me, talking to me, calling me, asking me for advice about situations that they were going through. Now, I know I've always been that person where people would come up and ask me for advice, so I just kind of ignored that little voice. But then people began asking me more and more questions, and their questions were about God and how to handle certain situations that they were in. So I started providing them with inspiration and Bible verses that aligned with what they were going through, as well as offering up examples from my own life. But these particular people were coming up to me asking me for advice. It was like I had life coach stamped across my forehead. And one day I was at home and I was cleaning out my emails. And I came across an email that was offering free webinars to introduce you to Christian life coaching courses. So I signed up for it. I was surprised. Going through this webinar, the courses aligned exactly to what I heard whispered to me that day. At the end of the webinar, they offered the full academy for an amount that I just knew I couldn't afford. So as I thought back to that voice that day, I prayed and I asked the Father, I said, if this is what you want for me, if this is what you are calling me to do, then you need to help me to afford this program because I cannot do this on my own. So, needless to say, I joined. And at the same time I studied for that certification, I was able to study for 5 additional certifications in different areas of life coaching. I am now doing exactly what I know was God telling me to do, what He has called me to do. I said yes then, and I continue to be obedient to His call. So now in Esther 4:14, it says, God has called you to obedience for such a time as this. So although my experience may not be an Esther-like situation, if you know the story, but God has put us in this particular time in history amidst all the chaos and the difficult circumstances that some of us may be going through for a reason. No detail in our lives is accidental. It's all intentional. Think about that. God is sovereign over all of the details of our lives. So while you're thinking about that, be blessed and have a great day on purpose.